Alright, I don't actually think I'm probably end up talking that much 'cause it's early in the morning. But I'm recording this anyway. We'll see if it ever sees the light of day, if it's even worth watching or uploading. But let's continue with The Witcher. Oh, so I'm supposed to meditate. Is that it? Yeah, probably. Okay. Here's something. Oh, you'll avenge it. Cool. I'll take that. What? Transfer. There we go.
They once laid me down here.
Oh, that's not hygienic. Can I seriously not rotate the camera? Dang it. Is there no top down? See what that looks like.
We'll get them.
This I can work with. Cool. So yeah, I'm supposed to meditate. Oh, so I have to do that in dialogue.
All that's missing is a mage who'd know how to use this.
Here's one.
Yes?
Okay. Start.
Eskel came by while you were resting. Triss is still unconscious, but stable.
That's a relief.
I've made a decision, Wolf. We abandon Kaer Morhen. There's nothing holding us here.
I see.
Name's Wolf.
We need to
Probably
bid
is,
Leo farewell and wait for Triss to recover.
And the
Gerald,
bandits?
whatever.
Yes, we need to finish things. But first, we must make a healing potion for Triss. We'll need to search for ingredients. Nothing useful left here.
I can do
Freaking
that.
things.
How do I make the potion?
Lambert will give you the formula. Look for him by the fireplace. He's with our brave sorceress.
Lambert? He doesn't hate Triss?
Feels guilty, I think. The first thing Triss will hear when she wakes is, "Finally awake, Marigold." That's Lambert. Let's get to work. Later I'll teach you how to extract ingredients from
Lambert's a
monsters.
cinder.
I'll be in the main hall.
Fine.
I wonder if it's possible to ship Lambert with Triss. Guessing not from how the other game goes. Quite the music. Fudge. Oops. Freaking Batman. All these bats. Where we go? It's over here. This is from whence I came. Where? That was odd. Alright, came down this way. And ditch them in the most BS manner possible. Lambert, like the airport.
Geralt, is something wrong?
No time to talk. I need to make a potion for Triss.
You should find a vial of white gull in the armory on the upper floor. Grab some calcium equum from the evening hall. Look for white stones in one of the chests. If you find any stragglers, finish them. We don't need prisoners. The stairs are through that door. I'd go, but Marigold lies unconscious by the fire.
Isn't that a war crime too? Cool. Lots of
Where's the
questions.
calcium equum again?
In the evening hall inside...
Cool.
Where can I get some alcohol?
There should be white gull in a crate in the armory on the upper floor. The room's full of weapons, you'll know it when you see it.
Where's the calcium equum again?
In the evening hall inside a chest.
Lambert, I have to tell you something.
What is it?
Leo.
Yeah.
The bandits killed him.
He wasn't ready. What a loss. We'll hunt them down, Wolf. We'll avenge Leo.
Good, good.
I'll find you later.
See what Tyler meant about fetch quests. Wrong one? Of course.
Seems witchers have always been better with a sword than with a paintbrush.
I see what you mean there. One sec. Huh. Yeah, I mean that could be better. So let's play like this.
Witcher George, slaying the dragon.
Yeah, like the saint. That's Lambert. What's this one?
Defending common folk. Inspiring.
If you can see what it looks like, which I can't. Okay. This way. Old card. Let's take it. Because RPGs regulate everything. No, no, get up, get up, get up. No, just leave. No, wrong button. Alright, this one. Oh, fudge. How do I active boss? Let's. I remember. Oh, that's Lambert. Thanks for the backup, I guess. Loot. Where's the other one? No loot from him.
Die, bastard!
I keep forgetting how to pound the horse in this guy.
You dare challenge the Salamandra?
You'll regret the day you were born. I'll make you squeal.
jumping in this game
Dare
does suck.
challenge the Salamandra.
You know, it's amusing how they're just kind of sitting there. Don't need people to fight. Wardrobe. Just loading. Okay. Where the hell am I? Ooh. Alcoholic. I'll take that. Let's go back down. Quest tracker. It's over here. I don't know what I just took. Telescope. Books. Yeah. What the heck is the control? Q.
Mess with me and die.
I was in the wrong road. It's the weirdest way to put your sword back, Gerald. It really is. What time is it? Like 4 in the morning? No, no, it's past that. 4:15. Cool. Can I fight this thing? Dang it. No. Oh, you can read them. Sorcery and witchcraft. Guessing those then don't go hand in hand. Huh. Cool. What's the other one? What do I hit? Cool. There we go. Poor witchers. What have I done? So, Frighteners are this universe's version of Frankenstein. That's good. Oh, worst part about fetch quests, I'm gonna walk back to the guy who gave you the quest. My emeralds suck. And I play them like a moron all the time anyway. No speedrun tactics here, can't jump down. Fudge. You have to walk around like this. What a pain. I'm going to Vesemir.
Oh, that was a tough fight.
I finished off several marauders upstairs.
We might not have taken down the Frightener without you. Unfortunately, Triss had to get past Savola first, giving them time. They took almost everything, but the devices aren't most important.
If I'd gone with her, I might have tended to Savola.
Without you, the Frightener might have finished us. You did well, Wolf. Take this armor and sword. I've been keeping them for you.
Cool.
Are there other Witchers?
There were 3 Witcher schools in all, but it's been long since I've heard word of the other 2. You've met all the Witchers I know of, except for Berengar.
Did I know him?
I don't believe so. An introvert, he chose his own path.
Sounds like a best boy.
Here can say they know Berengar. He often ran away from Kaer Morhen, though he would always return in the end. After the trial of the grasses, he finally accepted his destiny and started training for real.
Why isn't he here?
I don't know. We lost touch with him a while back.
Can I ask you something?
Of course.
Do you and Triss argue often?
Not too much. Sorceresses and their vain glory. Though compared to others, Triss seems an angel. Thanks for backing me. Oh, I have something for you. You might find this meteorite useful.
Space sword.
Thanks.
Don't mention it.
Thanks.
Can I ask you something?
Of course.
Who was Leo?
One of hundreds of orphans of the war with Nilfgaard. I apprenticed him 6 years ago.
I'm sorry.
We'll recover our secrets and find Leo's murderers, even if they fled to the end of the world.
Can I ask you something?
Of course.
You mentioned defending Kaer Morhen before.
Yes. 15 Witchers once lived here, training boys for their trials. Only they knew the secrets of mutation. Witchers who set out on the path and failed to assimilate among humans wintered here. Before the battle, 23 Witchers and 40 students called Kaer Morhen home. Too damned few for the mob that attacked. I never knew why they came. Some say a sudden explosion of anger born of disdain for Witchers. But no. Someone provoked the mob with flyers filled with lies. Special agents read them to the peasants. Truer still, the fanatics could never have taken the fort without the aid of sorcerers, though they outnumbered us by far. They didn't even spare the youngest. I alone survived, concealed among the corpses. Walk around, Wolf. The skeletons remain. You may find a flyer. There used to be hundreds. Memorize it as a warning of the evil humans can perpetrate.
Like Brexit.
Can I ask you something?
Of course.
Any idea who attacked?
No, but the mage suggests no ordinary bandits. We found pins adorned with salamanders on the dead. The symbol of their organization, perhaps? I sense hard times ahead.
Me too. Me too, buddy. Gotta craft a potion now. Is that necessary? Like, I feel like this thing could just... whatever. That sucks. Sounds like a character I'd build. All the piercings. Poor guy. Oh, he's just a sun bear. Best boy, maybe. I don't know. I haven't met him yet. Inaccessible. Shut up. That's a lie. So I'm saving this. There's no way to just leave the meditation. Huh. That's a nice place to meditate there. Where are you? Haskell, let's talk.
Need anything, Wolf?
I have some questions.
What is it?
What do I use as the base for my potion?
Alcohol. The better it is, the purer and more powerful your potion.
You seem to feel at home here.
Well, I've always preferred an armory to a lab. Though Vesemir plays up the importance of potions, he's hardly an expert. After all, he's always taught swordplay. Still, he tries to teach us everything he learned when he was young, and that was a while back. But to be honest, I don't care for all these powders, mushrooms, and other trash.
Couldn't Triss have helped with Leo's mutation?
Maybe. It's a little more complicated than that. See, we've never shown her the lab, and the last mutation was completed years ago, before the battle. Vesemir can tell you more.
You really think Triss never used magic to peek inside?
She respects our secrets, and she's done a lot for us. For you. I trust her.
So why haven't you shown her the lab?
Triss would like to use our secrets to heal people and such. I've no doubt she'd try, but it's never that simple. Ever heard of the gnome Alfred Nabel?
I haven't heard of
I
anything.
have amnesia.
An incomparable inventor, like most of his race. Through years of research, he discovered an amazing substance. He intended it for use in mines and quarries. Though a genius, Alfred failed to foresee his invention's possible applications. Others quickly realized that a substance designed to rip granite from the ground could destroy castle walls. Some even considered using it in open battle.
I get it. So what happened to Alfred's discovery?
Mages stopped it from spreading. Alfred committed suicide, and his lab burned down.
Freaking head in the sky.
Tell me about the trial of the grasses.
It's a 3-stage process. The first is the choice. Leo completed it, enduring the hard training and diet.
I presume it's more than your basic lettuce and carrots.
Special mushrooms, mosses, and herbs are grown in the lab. Combined with training, they accelerate muscle growth and digestion, improving the body's general condition.
Steroids.
Does everyone pass the first stage?
Unfortunately not. The liver and heart often fail. The mind sometimes too, resulting in excessive aggression.
What's the second stage?
The trial of the grasses. More idiotic tales have been conjured up about that than about princesses and dwarves. Before the raid, the lab contained vials, hearths, formulae, herbs, and the grasses. A mage and his magic were all that was lacking.
Did you ever witness a trial?
Just one, our own. I thought I was going to lose it when your hair turned white. The grasses affect the nervous system, so magic must control the process. The trial results in lightning-fast reflexes, reaction times normal people will never attain. Only 4 out of 10 survive.
Quite a cut. And the last stage?
I don't know the specifics. It involves changes like the mutation of the eyes, the bone marrow, hormones. In exchange, we see in the dark, heal much faster than ordinary folk, and gain increased resistance to poison.
Interesting. What's the cost?
We're infertile.
The changes are irreversible?
Entirely.
Did you see the magic storm?
Yes, I was out hunting. Just before the storm came, a swarm of nightjars took flight. Hundreds of them. Gray streaks across the sky, trilling wildly. Usually less of them gather, and their cries rarely sound so desperate. When the storm came, I gave up the hunt and headed toward Kaer Morhen. Met the others on the way.
Cool.
We'll talk later.
Yes. You told me to talk to Vesemir.
Yes?
Can I ask you something?
Of course.
Never mind.
You mentioned defending.
Yes, but they walk.
Can I ask you something?
Of course.
Who was Leo?
One.
I'm sorry.
We'll
speak later.
Sure.
What do you need?
Why'd he get help? Poor guy.
Done.
Good. You'll need the claw of a mighty beast and some celandine. Vesemir, let me teach you the formula.
Yes?
Lambert gave...
I take it you already have.
I do.
You'll need plus the claw to skin a creature. You'll find the Frightener's carcass in the upper courtyard.
That is the weirdest position. Yo, Birdie. And dog face. Buffo fast a lot of times.
What if I get the...
You'll have to find...
Where?
I'll have another claw. Eskel has alcohol, and I saw calcium equum somewhere upstairs. But try to get it right.
Where are Lambert and Eskel?
Upstairs. Lambert's in the library, and Eskel's taking Triss to a room.
I have all the ingredients.
Good. Now rest, and prepare the potion according to the formula.
We'll speak later.
What is it?
Any thoughts on...
Amateurs. If not for the mage and the fright...
But they had a mage and a...
True, but we'll...
Leo said he...
We were sparring when that storm arrived. My medallion jerked so hard I almost fell. The boy saw an opening. He certainly had potential. Then Marigold appeared, shaking, delirious. She insisted we chase the wild hunt. Vesemir agreed. He always had a soft spot for her.
You dislike Triss?
She's too pretentious for my taste.
Can you tell me about the fighting styles we...
The art of combat involves 3 traditional sword-fighting styles.
Start with the big...
Kaer Morhen is the wolf school. Old Vesemir always made sure we train more as warriors than mages, though we also learn the signs. Witches employ 3 fighting styles. There's Aden Enye, the fiery dancer, which we call the fast style. The Viruleden Nef de Fendlediv, the group style. And the Temerian Devil, the stronghold style.
See why they have,
which style do you want to hear about?
These different names.
The fiery dancer sounds interesting.
The legendary elven swordsman and poet Nisael created it, basing the system of steps and cuts on his observations of wildcats, especially the ocelots that elven rulers used as palace guards. The fiery dancer favors speed and agility over strength of blows. Opponents simply don't have the time to strike back. The ideal swordsman is a flame that cannot be hurt and inflicts wounds each time it is touched. Nisael himself wrote that. The style is popular among the elven aristocracy. Which style do you want to hear about?
Tell me about the Viruleden style.
Literally translated, it is the Nine-Sun Sword style. The swordsmen of Viruledo developed it as a method for tackling several opponents through complex slashing sequences. They say masters of this style can fight 9 opponents simultaneously. Which style do you want to hear about?
Temerian Devil sounds familiar.
Sounds poetic, but there's little or no philosophy involved. Devised by Temerian Landsknechts, simple men. It's best against heavy armored opponents. Which style do you want to hear about?
I think I've heard enough.
All right.
Can you tell me about the fighting styles Witchers use?
The art of combat...
Dialogue.
I wouldn't mind hearing about monster fighting.
You noticed we carried 2 swords? That's because some monsters are immune to steel. A normal sword won't cut them.
For instance?
Werewolves, vampires, genies, and other magical beasts. The techniques for fighting with a silver sword derive from traditional swordsmanship, but there are a few essential differences. No parries and ripostes, mainly steps, evasive moves, spins, and other acrobatics.
I'll be in trouble if I don't get my memory back.
You'll be all right, Wolf. Your body will recall all it needs to. Certain things you never forget. Trust your intuition when choosing your fighting style. The Devil's best against Kikimors, Graviers, and Fledders. The Fiery Dancer is absolutely superb against Barghests and Ghouls. And the Viruleden? Anything that attacks in groups, but initially limited to drowners.
Thanks, Lambert.
No problem, Wolf.
We'll speak later.
Oh, man. It's over here. Nicey. Can you fall to that? No, you can't. Alright, let's start with the fetch quests. This is a nice room. Wakey, wakey.
Oh.
Quite the noise.
Thank you, Geralt.
I hope this potion helps.
That was terrible. I dreamt Lambert was with me. He was staring at me, saying things like, "Don't go dying on me, Marigold," calling me big-headed. I'm so glad to see you. What?
I'm glad you're feeling better.
I know we should set out, but I have a feeling we won't be back. Perhaps ever. Won't you stay just a bit longer? With me?
What?
I suppose we have some time.
I'm so happy you're back. When I saw you, all the feelings I tried to deny returned, stronger than ever.
Triss, I'm not ready to talk about the past.
Of course. I shouldn't pressure you. I just feel so... the powers. I'm behaving like a teenager. Let's focus on the present. I guess I disappointed you all. Forgive me.
Okay.
Nothing to forgive. What I felt when I learned you were alive, hard to compare to anything.
Oh.
Okay.
Except maybe what I feel as I look at you.
I missed you so.
What?
Let's see if the best bed in Kaer Morhen can hold us.
Wait, what? 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 It's a freaking trading card? What? What?
Geralt, a pleasure, as always.
As always?
What?
You don't remember anything?
Unfortunately.
Well, you have something to
Tyler?
look forward to then. No
What just
matter.
happened?
Tell me, how did the battle end?
They broke into the lab, killed Leo, stole our mutagens, and escaped.
Poor Vesemir. Another protege dead prematurely.
That's
We
it?
delayed the
Poor
funeral
Vesemir?
until you
So
awoke.
poor Leo.
Thank you. As for the mutagens, their loss could prove catastrophic. Let's not lose any more time. Unless there's something you'd like to ask me?
Yeah, plenty.
Can you restore my memory?
I'd have to examine you. There's a good chance your memory will return on its own.
How much chance?
That's difficult to say. It might help if I knew what caused you to lose your memory.
Well, no time for that now.
Geralt, can we go?
The theft.
Most sorcerers and rulers would sell their greedy, power-hungry... Only a master of the arcane arts can use that...
What about wealthy merchants?
Perhaps. Anything's possible.
True.
Geralt, can we go?
Oh my god. She's so needy.
We shouldn't keep Vesemir.
Come on then.
Jesus Christ. What am I doing? No. Totally wrong.
We don't know where the bandits came from or who's behind them. We'll draw attention if we venture out as a group. By splitting up, we can also cover more territory.
Well,
I'll
they're
go
all
west.
dead.
I know a few people there, and I prefer the coastal
Then I'll
climate.
head east, to Kedwin, unless someone objects.
That's fine. Which way should I go?
South, to Temeria. King Foltest owes you a debt of gratitude. Some time ago you removed a curse from his daughter. You might happen on the bandits' trail there. And you, Triss?
I'll try to use my influence to find the bandits. If I learn anything, I'll contact Geralt.
No. I'm depressed.
I'll gather what information I can and find you in Vizima.
Triss.
Don't, Geralt. I detest goodbyes. I'm liable to cry, and there's nothing more pathetic than a sorceress in tears. Don't get killed, Geralt. I don't think I could deal with that again. I'll see you soon.
Huh? Triss is rising. The best girl list. I mean, she's the only girl
See
right
you,
now,
Triss.
so... Man. I'm gonna go, Eskel's best boy. I should go west of Eskel. Classically.
Caroline, I'm tired.
It's not far now. We'll be there soon.
British. Karen Knightley.
I'm cold.
We'll fetch you warm milk and honey. You'd like that.
Very much. Thank you, Caroline.
That
What are those
freaking
dogs
devil
doing?
kid.
Dogs?
Terrifying. Oh. Oh.
Alvin, do exactly as I say. This is important. Run to the inn as fast as you can, and don't look back. Understand?
Evil dogs. Run!
Oh my god, they're evil. Oh. Oh. Well done.
What the hell? Shut the gate, quickly! The beast! The beast is attacking! Sound the alarm!
Oh, adios. Poor kid. Poor kid.
Geralt! Melatelli must have sent you. There's a woman outside. The dogs will tear her apart. Help her! Help! No!
Don't open the gate! The beasts will enter! These dogs are deadly. You people are monsters! Stand aside! I'll save them myself!
Stop. Don't go out there alone.
Damn you! We're all going to die!
How did this guy die already?
What was that?
Magic, surely.
The beast! Geralt, look!
The time of the sword and axe approaches.
What the hell
The
is
time of the
this?
white frost and white light.
What the hell is
The
this?
time of madness and disdain.
I was right, the
To
kid was
Daybreak, the
evil.
final age. The world will perish amidst ice and be reborn with a new sun. Reborn of elder blood, of hen Icaire, of a planted seed. A seed that will not sprout but burst into flames.
What the hell is happening?
The old elven prophecy of Itlena. I hope he's all right.
It seems he saved us from the beast.
Yes, seems so. Oh, I do hope he's not hurt. I'll need to find someone to take care of him. He shouldn't be alone. We'll stay at the inn in the meantime.
Wait a minute. I ran into wild dogs on my way here, but they were nothing like these, and I don't mean just the green fur. Know anything about them?
They've been terrorizing the village for some time. Every few days, a villager is killed. The pack is led by a large hound, perhaps a wolf. People call it the Beast.
Someone might pay to have the beast slain.
That's what witchers do, isn't it? But enough about monsters. What brings you here?
I'm seeking men who wear
monsters,
the
two
sign
guys
of the
just
salamander.
died.
Seen anyone like that in the area?
Shh, not so loud. There was someone, but the peasants grow silent at the mere mention of him. The Reverend might know more. You may also want to ask him about the beast.
I'll do that.
Did you want to ask me something?
It's been a long time.
I think they're a group of bandits who terrify the locals.
A lamia?
A mayhen crop with small barbs and hooks. The boy was delirious. Muttered something about a ransom and the Reverend.
Thanks. I may
Why the interest in Salamandra?
They killed someone I was fond of, and stole something of mine.
I wouldn't want to be them.
Do we know each other?
It's me, Shawnee. Don't you recognize me? Whatever happened to you? I heard you died during a massacre in Rivia.
Unfortunately, I lost my memory. I recall the last few weeks, nothing more.
I'm afraid I can't help. Medicine's a fledgling science here in the north.
Wasn't I supposed to go south?
I can say that your memory might come back on its own.
It's not that bad. I'm actually getting used to it.
I hate to admit it, but sorcerers are somewhat more effective at this than we are. Maybe one of them could help.
What brings you to this?
I'm traveling to St. Lebioda's hospital in Vizir.
When are you leaving?
Once I've helped the victims of the dog attacks, I guess. I can't abandon them.
So what'll be?
I don't know. I'll look after him for...
He seems clever enough.
Did you want to ask me something?
We'll speak later.
Alright, I have 2 dead guys. 3. 3 dead people. Jesus Christ. 4 dead people. Alright, let's save and quit. Tower, I have no idea what you just wrote me at. Yeah, whoops, it's not F12, it's F8. F5. There we go.